Syrian Arab Army units continue their tasks in eliminating terrorists. In a new Zionist escalation, the Israeli occupation troops stormed into al-Aqsa mosque's yards and assaulted the Palestinians inside the mosque. Lavrov warns against the imposition of dictates on Ukraine and calls on the political factions to restore calm in the country. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Yerado Krikorian with the news in English. The Syrian Arab Army has eliminated terrorists in the surroundings of Al-Yarmouk School and the Technology Institute in downtown Daraa. The Syrian Arab Army also targeted terrorist gangs on a Romani road near Azababin al-Haswa crossing in Daraa suburbs. In Hom's countryside, the Syrian Arab Army units have eliminated terrorist gangs in Al-Ghasibiyya and Salam Sharqi villages. They also foiled an attempt by a terrorist gang to infiltrate from a Sultaniya village in the direction of Abu al-Alaya, destroying a procession of vehicles heading from Jbab Hamad village to Al-Nasiriyya. The Syrian Arab Army units have eliminated all the members of armed terrorist groups and destroyed their weapons loaded cars in the towns and villages of Aleppo Governorate. The Syrian Arab Army intercepted terrorist groups who tried to infiltrate into Sheikh Said neighborhood and Syriatel quarter, killing and wounding a large number of them. The military source who reported this added that terrorist hideouts were also destroyed in the industrial town and the free zone, as well as north of Aleppo Central Prison, Hritan al-Awaje and Haylan farms. The source said Syrian Arab Army units had eliminated armed groups in the neighborhoods of Bani Zaid, Sheikh Khudr, Hanano, Al-Rashidin, Al-Sukkari and Bustan al-Qasr in the city of Aleppo. In Idleb suburbs, the Syrian Arab Army has intercepted armed men who tried to attack Abu Zuhur airport from various sides, killing and wounding several members of the group and destroying the machine guns-equipped vehicles. A huge march has been staged in Barzeh in Damascus in honor of the martyrs of the Syrian Arab Army in its ongoing operations against the armed terrorist groups. The participants in the march glorified the achievements of the Syrian Arab Army, renewing the pledge of allegiance to the homeland against the conspiracy targeting its national unity. Welcome back. Within the framework of the systematic scheme to Jewidize Jerusalem, Israeli occupation troops stormed early this morning into al-Aqsa mosque and attacked the worshippers inside. 80 worshippers from Jerusalem have been staying inside the mosque in protest against the intention of the Israeli occupation authorities to issue a law to put the mosque under the full control of the Israeli occupation authorities in compliance with the proposal presented by Zionist groups to the Knesset, which is expected to be discussed today. Concurrent with the Knesset session, Zionist groups have circulated via the website calls to storm al-Aqsa mosque and to raise the Israeli flag. In an emergency meeting held with the Russian National Security Council's members, President Vladimir Putin discussed the developments in Ukraine. On his part, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov reiterated his country's stand based on non-intervention in Ukraine's internal affairs. He said Moscow's international partners would hopefully take a similar stand. In a joint press conference with the Foreign Minister of Luxembourg, Mr. Jean Asselborn, in Moscow, Lavrov said The two sides expressed during the talk their deep concern over the developments in Ukraine, a lot of which has not occurred within a constructive framework, Lavrov pointed out. The Ukrainian parliament has set next Thursday as the date of launching the early presidential elections. Many candidates have already announced their intention to run. Former Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko, who has been released lately, has not announced her intention to run for the presidency. Moreover, the Ukrainian parliament has appointed a Prime Minister and an interim government in an urgent move following the visit paid by Catherine Ashton, the EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security to Ukraine, and the ongoing diplomatic activity in Kiev to support the new authorities. Finally, Iraqi Interior Minister has announced that it seized the largest camp of the so-called the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant in a qualitative operation carried out northeast of Aqaba in Diyala province, northeast of Baghdad. Security sources have asserted that the camp comprises huge quantities of explosions and military equipment. Moreover, Iraqi troops have killed 10 terrorists of the so-called the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant in Al Jazeera area west of Al-Ramadi city in Al-Anbar province, west of Iraq, during a security operation. With this, we end our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region, and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, syriaonline.sy. Now to latest business and market news with Nariman Qassam, but after a short break.